I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
It's very rare that we get car news and mainstream media crossing over, but this week the stars have aligned. Perhaps not in a brilliant way, let's be honest.
Oh dear, no.
The buffoon that we deem to have as Prime Minister has delayed his, or not specifically his, just delayed the ban of petrol and diesel, which was due to be 2030 to 2035 now.
He has, in quite an undemocratic way, because he's forced it through Parliament without any kind of debate or anything like that. But that's by the by. Yes, pushed it back by 5 years, and yeah, that's it's interesting to see who's getting upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, what have you observed? Let's go with that.
Well, it seems to be mainly the car manufacturers who are saying, no, we plan years ahead. We've got orders placed. We've got suppliers lined up. We're planning changing our production lines and things. You can't be mucking about with the date like that. We have plans based on EV from 2030. You can't move the muck about with it like that.
No, which is quite interesting because the sort of conspiracy theorists out there go, well, it's just the car manufacturers giving them a backhander to keep their lives easy. You go, well, actually, not in this case, perhaps.
Actually, quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite. Yes.
Business wants certainty. Business wants to know what's happening so they can plan and invest and place orders and all that kind of stuff. And mucking about with it is just the upshot of it is they'll do it anyway. They'll stop selling ICE in 2030 regardless of what the government says.
Yeah, whether that now that that's been changed, that doesn't change a business plan, does it? Which is quite interesting because there are some statistics out there, and they're saying that apparently, like 4 out of 5 car buyers are actually buying second-hand cars anyway.
Quite. I mean, we've touched on this before. There's a lot of misunderstanding as to what this ban is. I think a lot of people who haven't bothered to look into it, and I've had people say to me that they think it's a total ban on petrol and diesel, which of course it never was.
No, it hasn't been, and it will no longer will be. It's not. It's moved 5 years, but it doesn't change anything. If you want to go buy a petrol or diesel car, you just go to the classifieds rather than to a dealer.
Yes, although plenty of dealers are going to have pre-registered stuff in stock, aren't they? But it's not a ban on petrol and diesel as a substance. It's just a ban on the sale of brand new ones. Well, who's buying brand new cars anyway?
Yes, quite. It's limited numbers, as it turns out.
Yeah, very limited numbers, and the chances of our current Prime Minister still being the Prime Minister in 2030 are, well, there's no chance really, is there?
No, he stands no chance. As soon as they are forced, essentially, to have a general election, he will be jettisoned.
He will be gone, and the man who is quite likely to be our next Prime Minister, Mr. Starmer, or Sakia, said he's going to reverse all this and put it back to 2030 anyway. So,
well, without getting drawn into it too much, I don't think he possesses enough leadership skills, if I'm honest.
Well, you might be right, but that doesn't mean he won't be the next Prime Minister.
No, that's true. You go, well, what about the leadership skills of Mr. Sunak? None.
Who else would you choose? Anyway, let's not get into that. That's not what we're going to talk about. But I think it's been interesting to watch who is upset about it, and it is primarily the car manufacturers themselves. But actually, I don't think it's as big a deal as a lot of people are making out. It is only the ban on the sale of brand new cars, and it'll probably get changed anyway. And the car manufacturers are quite likely to just carry on with the plan as it is, regardless of what the government says. So,
yes,
I think we're okay.
I think we're fine. I just think he's a prick. I think that's the issue. Not specifically just him. Him and all his cronies can just
argue with that.
They can bugger right off. Yeah. Like we
I
said
mean, it
before,
does
you
beg
and
the
I are
question.
aligned, aren't we?
Well, yes, indeed. But they, it does beg the question: why has he pushed it back 5 years if the car manufacturers don't want it? If it's not coming from the industry, it's clearly coming from perhaps a different industry that maybe has a slightly different outlook on things.
Oh, you're suggesting an industry that might potentially, allegedly, sell oil.
Yeah, they've been known to, I think, and they might also donate to certain political parties in quite big numbers.
Oh, right. So without naming names, it's a political party that you sort of associate the colour blue with, yes?
Do you think? Yeah,
Yes,
could be.
Could be.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Do you think, how does he need any more money? His wife is off the charts rich.
More. They always want more. That's the thing, isn't it? They'll always want more. It's never, what is it? What's the title of that book about Trump that his niece has written? What's it? Too much and never enough. That's what it is. That's what it is. It doesn't matter how much you've got. You always want more, and that's what it's all about at that level, and that's what this is about. He'll have taken a huge backhander from someone in the oil business to delay the ban on petrol and diesel cars. That's all it'll be. But I don't think it'll happen when it comes to it, because he won't be in charge.
No, which is one saving grace. But
and it's also interesting to note that Boris has been very critical of it.
I'm very, very reticent to lump any praise on that floppy head bell end.
I'm not lumping praise on him, but
no, true, no, you're not gushing.
No, but he has criticised it. Now, of course, he would criticise it because he wants the job back himself. But he has rightly made the point: the worst thing you can do for business is inject uncertainty, and that's what you're doing.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with him on that.
That is a fair point. You want people to invest in this new technology. You want businesses to get behind you. Don't keep mucking around with the parameters.
Yes,
they want investment wants certainty, and if you start mucking around with it, which is why I think the car industry will probably go ahead with 2030 anyway.
Yeah,
regardless, even if it isn't actually a legal ban, they'll just stop selling them.
Yeah, well,
and that'll be that.
Yeah, they might be a bit less rigid with their own sort of internal deadlines, and
you'll get a bit of sway between the different manufacturers, and some will do it at one time and some will do it at a different time. But I think largely they'll do it anyway to their own timescale.
Yeah, it'll be there.
If they've planned for 2030, they'll carry on working towards 2030, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
And you can already see it with the kind of cars that are coming onto the market, and also the kind of statements that are being made from others, which perhaps leads us neatly onto an announcement I saw this afternoon from Jaguar.
Please do lead us on.
Yeah, indeed. Well, you've seen this because I sent you a link to it.
I have, but you have to tell everyone else.
I have to tell everyone else. Jaguar has, like Ford and General Motors, has signed a deal with Tesla in North America to use or to adopt their charging standard, and therefore have access to the supercharger network.
Which is very good.
Which is very good. But your comment was spot on.
Yeah,
that's very interesting. But where are the cars?
Yeah, you might need a Jaguar to plug into it. Yeah.
Yes, and as I said, it seems like a big deal to have done just for a few old I-Paces. So it would suggest something else is coming.
Well, maybe it's the XJ or XJ-like vehicle we discussed.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, we don't know. We're assuming the worst when it comes to Jag a lot of the time, but maybe
we are,
we're wrong.
unfortunately, yeah. But I should stress this has got nothing to do with the UK or Europe. This is purely North America, where Tesla use their own bespoke charging plug. In the UK and Europe, the standard is CCS, even on the supercharger network. So it's irrelevant over here. But in America, where CCS isn't a thing, they're all rushing to adopt Tesla's bespoke connector.
Interesting.
Because that's the only way they can use the supercharger network, which in America is still the biggest and the most efficient charging network.
Right. Okay, then. Next question. What are the Jaguar US sales figures like?
Yeah, not great.
Well, no.
No. In fact, they've discontinued several models over there. XF, I believe, is discontinued in the US now.
Okay, I've just fired some up.
Oh dear. You won't need a widescreen monitor for this, I bet you.
No, I won't. Right, okay. Bloody hell. Right.
I mean, they're not great over here.
No, they're not great. I mean, but you think, I'm going to read out some figures, and you have to think how big America is in terms of population versus how big our country is, and then worry heavily about these figures. So, I've got stats up until end of June here. January, 849 cars.
What, in the whole of the US?
US.
Oh my God.
February, 817. March, 918. April, 603. May, 579. June, 603.
603 cars in the whole of the United States.
Yes, that would appear to be what we've got here, I'm afraid.
Oh my word, that's worse than I thought.
Yeah. Right, so them chucking some money at Tesla just seems a bit pointless.
Well, unless something big is coming.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no other reason to do it, is there? I mean, that's
there isn't.
Insane.
That's pathetic, is the word. That's worse than the sales figures we gave a little while ago. And that was looking primarily at the UK.
Not so good. Not so good. I mean,
my word.
I mean, these stats are only as good as what I've been told. It does appear to be coming from a reputable website.
How are they still in business? Well, Range Rover is how they're still in business.
We've clarified that one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, then that would suggest there is something coming. Otherwise, why would they go to the effort of negotiating a deal with Tesla?
Yes.
That seems ridiculous.
It's bad, isn't it? Really bad.
It is really bad. I mean, desperate bad.
Yes.
I mean, if they weren't being propped up by Range Rover, surely they would be bankrupt by now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, without a question.
But it's hard. It's a little hard to understand because it's not like the cars are rubbish.
No. They're not tainted with that British nonsense going. Oh, it's just gonna break down and be rubbish. They're quite good.
Maybe they are in the US still. I don't know, but I mean, it's been a long time since they've built crap. Modern Jaguars are not rubbish.
No, this is true.
It's strange that they're not doing better. Maybe it's a marketing problem.
Could be. I mean, if money's tight, you can't be throwing money away on marketing.
Well, that's one of the first things to go, isn't it? But Oh, I do worry about Jaguar.
Yes, our worries are
And it's a brand so close to our hearts. That's the problem. We really want them to succeed and be good. Those sales figures are really disturbing, I have to say.
That's fairly awful. Yes,
that is appalling.
Not good. Not good. Right. Let's drag it away from that, shall we? Let's do something. Let's do something a bit more interesting, a bit more exciting.
Oh, we like exciting. Yeah.
Right. I am going to send you a link.
Okay.
And we're going to have a nice little game of pick a car.
Okay.
Right. And now, before I do you a disservice, I'm about to send you a link. Cars that were introduced in the year of your birth.
Oh, I've seen this doing the rounds. Yes. Okay.
And I'm going to send you a link now, and you can tell me I'm a dick if I've got the year wrong.
Okay. I have to say, it's not a great year for cars, the year I was born.
Did I get the year right?
You did.
Thank goodness. I didn't do you a disservice. That's fine.
No, you did. That is the correct year, and it's not a great year for cars.
Well, you say that. I think I looked at your list and went, oh, I know which one. But
there is one. Yeah, there is actually. Yeah, there is one, isn't there?
Yeah. We'll work up to it. Because I've got my list, and I've amusingly, I've scanned the whole thing and went, there's a lot of toss there.
Oh, is yours actually worse than mine?
There's a lot of rubbish, but there is actually, because the list I've sent you, they're broken down by alphabet. Mm-hmm. All of the potentials are in one letter on mine, which is rather amusing.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So let's clarify for everyone. I will be picking from cars introduced in 1984.
Yes, you will, and I will be choosing from cars released in 1975.
Okay, so I think the years are different enough, so we should see a definite shift in styling.
Yes, certainly. I've got some British Leyland in mind.
Yeah, I mean, when do we announce to everyone that the car you've chosen is the Princess?
I don't think we should. Because it would be a lie.
Did you ever go in Phil's Princess?
I got up close with it. Did I? I think I had a sit in it. I don't think I ever actually rode in it. No.
Okay, fine.
Because we did that. We did those pictures of it sitting next to the Tesla.
Yes. You. It was like a photograph of progress, wasn't it?
It was one generation to another. Yes. Yes. Both technically very clever cars, but in very different ways.
Yes. Right. What I suggest we do then is just have a little skim. Pick out some either shockers or notables or the winner, whatever you like, really.
Yeah, I've got. There's a few here actually. I mean, I think you can probably guess which one will be my final choice. But
yes, I can. I think.
I think you can. However, there are a few here which I think would be worth a mention.
Yeah, go on then. Give us your honourable mentions.
My honourable mentions. Well, I'll go alphabetically since that's how the list is. The first one I have to mention.
Yeah.
It's the AMC Pacer.
Oh my goodness! What a spot of luck to have.
What a glorious happenstance that should be in my year.
Perfect.
Yes. What a glorious piece of automotive design.
Not toss at all.
No, not in any way. No.
Oh dear.
No, that is glorious.
Duly noted. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, but is it one of those cars that is so awful it actually becomes good again? It goes around the clock.
Oh.
It's quite interesting, and it's certainly rare.
Yeah, I would go with interesting. I would go with rare, but I still can bugger off.
I don't know. There's something about AMC design in general, actually, I've always quite liked. Because they're all a bit different and a bit. I mean, they're very American. I was going to say very 80s American, but apparently not.
No, I mean, oh dear, what a dreadful thing. I mean, the only thing that you really need to worry about is it's not a Hornet. That's the only one you'd actually have.
We'd have the Hornet, wouldn't we? And you would understand that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You would have the Hornet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So moving on down my list, we do have the Ferrari 308.
Ooh, we do. That's a notable mention, isn't it? Because
that is a notable mention. Yes.
Yeah, because you could go full Magnum on that, couldn't you?
Could go full Magnum on that. 308 GTB Berlinetta. Also available in a Targa. I could be with that. I could be with that. That's a Ferrari I could get behind.
Oh, well, just to be pedantic, I believe the wasn't the Targa the GTR?
GTS, yes, correct.
So just
you're all over that, aren't you?
Yeah, the adenoids going now. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you didn't say that quite right, but
no, I didn't. No, you're fine. But yeah, really good mention, because that's a cracking thing. Everyone loves a 308.
I did get a little excited when I saw the Ford Granada, but then I saw no, it's the North American version, which is just utter nonsense.
Awful.
That's not the same as what we think of when we say Ford Granada.
No, you look at it and go, "Wow, that's bad."
I clicked on it thinking, "Oh, Ford Granada. Oh, now you're talking. Ugh. That's not a Granada.
Make it go away. Awful.
Oh, hideous." However, we then do have the Hyundai Pony,
a notable vehicle,
and that's just lovely. It's just lovely.
Yeah. It's just really, really important.
I wouldn't have said that was as early as 75, to be honest. I would have said that was an 80s car, but there it is.
I think you probably would assume 80s car because the second generation is the first one we would have saw regularly.
Maybe that's it then. Yeah, maybe that's it.
But yeah, cool nonetheless. Well, I say cool, notable nonetheless. There we go.
Notable. Let's not say cool. No, let's not say cool.
Although I've clicked on it and looking at the first generation one and going, it's pretty good.
It is actually, yeah. I think that's all right.
Yeah, feasible.
I think that's all right. Mm-hmm. I would also like to make mention of the Nissan 200SX.
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
I don't mind that, because a 200SX is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yeah, it really
but
is.
that is a very early one. That's first generation.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, it is. That's the original. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely worth noting. Now, the next one I'm going to mention is one you're not going to get. But I can sort of quantify why I would like it. The Plymouth Grand Fury.
Okay, I'm going to need some context on this, I'm afraid.
Well, you see, I'm afraid it's Dukes of Hazzard, and it's Roscoe's police car. That's it.
Fine.
That's all. There's nothing else to say.
Oh, well, don't worry about that. That's
he always apart from I think in the pilot episode where it was an AMC of some sort. Throughout the rest of it, it was either a Plymouth Grand Fury or the later Dodge Monaco. But the Dodge Monaco by that point was basically a Plymouth Grand Fury. They'd sort of rebadged it. So you fool.
Yes. Very good.
It was effectively a Plymouth Grand Fury all the way
Cool.
through. But
No,
that's the only reason. I just
Oh,
think.
I like
mean,
that.
they were used as police cars. I mean, for real across the United States, but consequently they popped up in all sorts of movies. You know, Smokey and the Bandit. It was Plymouths, well, and some Buicks, but Plymouths as well, and all sorts of TV shows and movies and things like that. It was always Grand Fury used as a police car. So,
nice.
Michael Douglas drove one in Basic Instinct.
Did he indeed?
Well, again, I think that might have been the Dodge badged one, but it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Would that have been?
That was a later one.
Because you forget that he's, despite all of the goings on in that, he was actually some sort of policeman, wasn't he?
He was a detective. Yes, indeed. Yes, it was easy to miss that.
Yes, it's just you go, oh yes, he was a policeman that just happened to be masquerading in some sort of bang fest.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And she was a writer, which is extremely easy to miss.
Yes, so it's very, very odd.
She was a novelist in the story. She? Yes.
Didn't see her hold a pen once.
No, there's some sort of early word processor in one scene that's clattering out something on a dot matrix, but other than that...
nice.
Nice, yes. See, there's something in there for us. Well, obviously, there's lots in there for us, but that particularly.
But, there's a Lotus in there as well, isn't there? So that's fine.
There are two Lotuses, in fact, although one of them gets a bit bent. But
yes.
So I'm afraid Plymouth Grand Fury. We did. Plymouth Grand Fury is close to my heart. So that I will mention that.
Fine.
Now, we do also, I'm reluctant to mention this because it's not something I'm a particular fan of, but it's sort of iconic, I suppose.
Oh, God.
The Triumph TR7.
Oh, that's the trouble. You and I will always try and find something good in a car, but I cannot stand a TR7.
No, I know what you mean. You do still occasionally see one, which is odd.
Which is unfortunate,
Yeah. No, it would be if I was going for a small wedge, not like that, of that era. It would be a Fiat X19, not a TR7.
Quite, yeah. Anything like that, perfect. Yeah. I mean, I say perfect. I mean, it will fail almost immediately if you buy a Fiat X19, but
it'll never move, but it'll look fantastic on the driveway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, cracking little thing. Where are we at now? Oh, you got a couple left. Any of those float your boat?
I've got a couple left. Yes, I do have a couple left. Vauxhall Cavalier, the original Vauxhall Cavalier.
No.
Which I always thought was a pretty good-looking car.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I really liked the early ones.
Yeah. I had a friend at school whose dad had.
And
it was getting a bit. He'd had it a long time, and he may have even had it from new, but he'd had it a long time, and it was starting to get a bit rough. So he decided to repaint it, and did it himself with a brush and some emulsion.
Oh, nice!
Oh, it was a fantastic looking thing.
The man of class.
White with a red interior.
Bloody hell.
white emulsion.
There was something very distinctive about the Vauxhall design language of the Mark I Cavalier, because it was across the range at the time.
It's interesting. The
front end.
The Chevette was launched at the same time, which of course was the smaller car.
Little hatchback type jobby, wasn't it?
Yeah, that had the same front end, didn't it? That sort of wrapped around under the bumper grille. Quite modern and futuristic, really.
Yeah, I had one of my, I think it was my granddad. He had a Chevette, and it was the green. It was just wild. Let's be honest. It was quite bright metallic green, as I recall.
Oh, no, that is a period colour, isn't it?
It was bold.
Yeah.
It was very fleeting memory of it, but I do remember it nonetheless.
Okay.
But yes, that's very odd. Are you experiencing cat troubles?
There is a cat trying to get either in or out of a door. Yes, I do apologise for that.
It's all right. I'll let you off. I just want to make sure that is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it is a cat. Yeah, yeah. My location is different to what it used to be, and yeah, there's quite a bit of noise going on there, isn't there? Would you like me to attend to it?
Well, you can let him in, out, whatever you like, really.
Yeah, let me go and see what's happening here. Hold on a minute. Okay, it's stopped now.
Did he enter the room?
Oh no, it started again.
Oh, what a little dick!
I don't know if one's trying to get out, one's trying to get in. Hold on here.
It's all right. It's all right.
What's going on?
It adds to the ambience.
You could say that, yeah. Cat has been relocated.
Perfect.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Dear.
So we've skimmed your list.
We've skimmed my list. I have skipped over one though.
I know which one you've skipped over, but you're going to need to tell everyone now.
I am. I have skipped over a car which I knew was released in this year, but I had forgotten until I saw it on the list. And that, of course, is the incomparable Jaguar XJS.
And there we go. He's picked his winner.
There's no debate. There's no debate. That's what it would be.
The second I fired up the list, I went, "Oh bloody hell, that's a clear-cut one."
There's no debate here at all.
No.
I actually did skim over the BMW 3 Series, which was quite remiss of me. But it would be the Jaguar XJS. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, that's a pre-HE model.
Oh yeah. The styling that I actually prefer. I really like the old styling.
I actually like the big sticky out, ridiculous American bumpers. I think
Don't mind a bit of that.
I thought it sort of works. I like the comedy instruments in the binnacle, where you get those little dials that go up and down. I like the Kent alloys that they put on those. I like the horrible colours they were available in. Yeah. Oh, look!
The other way.
I let you out of one door. You're not going out of that one. There'll be dragons out there.
I was just trying to go actually outside.
He's trying to, yeah. Oh, this is a problem.
I spotted it. It's fine.
You did spot it, yeah. Stop it, you little fluffy thing. Yeah, anyway, there we go.
Very good. Yes, so yeah, with absolutely no surprise to anyone listening anywhere, a Jaguar.
A Jaguar.
But it's a Jaguar you've mentioned before as well. It's clear cut, I'm afraid, isn't it? It's simple as.
It is. There's no debate. I'd have an XJS if I had to pick from that list.
And frankly, I would be picking the same if I had your year.
I was going to say, if you look at that list, it's not going to be the Rolls-Royce Camargue, I can tell you that.
No, dreadful looking thing. Although,
or the Reliant Kitten.
I'd rather a Reliant Kitten over a bloody Rolls-Royce Camargue.
Well, it'd fit in your garage, but no, I'm afraid if it comes down to it, it's the XJS, and it just wins hands down for me. That's just what it would be.
Yes, and very good choice. I suppose then I should do the same for my list.
Let's go through yours. Yeah, what have you got?
Right, I have got, first thing of note, Austin Montego.
Oh, good choice.
Which it's not going to win, but it is noteworthy because we all like a countryman, don't we?
We do. Oh, of course. Absolutely. Yeah. It would have to be.
What else do we have? We've got the Chevrolet Corvette C4.
I do apologise.
That's all right. We've had meowing before. That's fine.
We have.
There's a
Corvette C4. That's it's the A team, isn't it?
It is. There's that grotty part of me that goes, "Oh, that's brilliant."
Yeah. Even though you know it's not, actually, it's terrible. But
I know it will be awful, but I do like it nonetheless.
yes. No,
Um,
I agree. I agree.
We have got the I've button mashed. There we go. I've got the Honda Civic Si.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. That's not the original, is it?
No, it's not the original, but it's the first Si.
Okay.
So just that little bit sportier. But yeah, just it's noteworthy. And that's all. Like I said, that's all we're doing. I'm noting it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely worth noting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love a Civic.
Yeah, definitely. One that is really this. You could almost say contender, but it's right up there. The Lancia Thema.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Do like those a lot. Very classy things.
Yeah, they are. I agree.
I mean, rust buckets, but classy. Oh God, he's kicked off again.
Stop it! Let's see if that works.
You can tell Dawn again. I'm afraid your felines are causing havoc.
Yeah, I've already messaged.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Fetch the net. Now here's one. The Mercedes-Benz W124.
Yeah, I can get behind that, certainly.
Yep. And as you did with yours, you went full sort of link it to TV, film, etc. So W124, the vehicle that Hans Gruber uses to arrive at Nakatomi Towers.
Well, that's it. You've done it. That's it. Yeah, it needs no further explanation.
No, it does not. Oh,
no,
dear.
that's what you need.
Yes,
that's all you need. Yeah, that's perfect.
What a wonderful thing.
Perfect.
What do we have next? Right. Noteworthy. It doesn't even come close to the significance of this 1984 vehicle. The Renault Espace.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's a very clever vehicle. That's a very clever vehicle. Yeah.
Yes. Really, really quite something. It's just, we'd all love one, wouldn't we, actually?
Yeah, well, I know someone who's had several, and he absolutely loves them.
Well, that's good. I mean, well, yeah, you would. They're just such, like you say, clever.
Yeah.
And I, like I said, when we went to Le Mans, I bored the arse off of Ben when he happened to say, "Why is there a Renault Espace on the mattress stand?" I went, "Oh, prepare your ears for a feast."
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh,
lucky boy.
It's a car that took a while to get going, but when it did, it really sort of.
Oh yeah, yeah. You couldn't hold it
invented
back.
its own sector, didn't it?
Really? Yeah, definitely. Right. Another one that you and I will both really rather like. The Saab 9000.
Oh, that's naughty.
Naughty. Yes, lovely thing.
Yeah. We all love a Saab. Let's be honest. We all love a Saab, and the 9000. Yeah. Yeah. You'd need one in the garage, definitely.
You would, and it would never let you down. Right. The rest of my list is relatively dull by the look of it. You will have noticed that I missed out the letter F.
I didn't notice that, but okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, I did, for very good reason.
Is this where your special one lies?
There are a couple in here that are really difficult. It's going to be a tough choice here. Right. Just what I'm going to do is I'm just going to list the three that are in contention.
Okay.
I've got a Ferrari 288 GTO, a Ferrari Testarossa.
Oh,
and the Ford RS200.
oh my word. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now that's not an easy choice, is it?
No, it's not. I have looked at this list a little bit longer than I guess I gave you to look at your list.
Yes, true. Yeah, but
I
my
s-
list was there was only one choice. on
Yeah, I
it.
looked at yours. It's easy. This is a bit more of a dilemma, but I have been playing over the dilemma in my head.
Okay.
While I like the 288 GTO, and it was that flagship car, and it was the homologation car, and I think that's brilliant,
Mm.
but probably not.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you go RS200. You go, well, that's just insane. Again, homologation special, just
Yes.
lunatic vehicle.
It's got the motorsport heritage that you like. Yeah.
Yep, definitely. That's right up my pipe.
Mhm.
However, after a lot of deliberation away from the podcast, I was deliberating this last night before I fell asleep.
As you do.
As I do. And it would be the 80s XS. It would be Ferrari Testarossa. What a perfect thing.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's
I-
what it's all about.
I know you're a fan of the Blue Oval, but I think even you'd side with me there and go, right, if you had to pick a car from that list we've gone through, a Testarossa, obviously.
Yeah, it probably would be, wouldn't it? Like you say, it's the 80s XS, and I like that. That's the same reason I like the DeLorean. It's so 80s. Yeah, I think of those three, as much as the RS is a glorious thing. Yeah, I think it would be the Testarossa. So that's quite special. Yeah,
and
yeah.
You'd never get bored of looking at it, would you? Either
you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Well, that's a very interesting two-car garage we've picked there.
Oh, we'd have a lovely Sunday drive, wouldn't we?
Oh, wouldn't we just? Absolutely. Neither of us would make it to where we're going.
Well, you say that. I mean, we look at Harry's. He took his one to the Sahara without any major issues.
I did. A few bits needed reattaching along the way, but it did do very well. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
granted,
true.
it did come back, and he's had to spend tens of thousands on it. But
I was going to say it's had to be completely rebuilt now.
Yeah, it's not exclusively the fault of driving it to the Sahara.
Not exclusively, but I don't suppose that helped.
No, but just something about it. It's just that weirdness and going, well, it's. Oh, they get twitchy when you say flat 12, don't they? They go, well, actually, I think I'll find it's 180 degree V.
Yes.
Well, isn't that a flat 12 at that point? Call me pedantic. I don't know. I don't know what
pedantic.
I don't know what the. I don't know the technicalities there. I want to be honest. Actually, I don't know.
No, I don't. I don't either.
But it's. I've seen quite a few in the flesh as well. And you go, they don't have a lot of presence.
Yes. Yeah, they do.
Oh, and they're bloody wide at the rear as well. It's staggeringly different from front to rear.
Yeah, it is. It's a very pointy car. Yes.
I wonder what that makes it like to drive, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that would do.
It's a weird one, isn't it? But yeah, I would like that, and I suppose if we may as well tie it into TV and film and go, well, Miami Vice.
Oh, of course.
Yes, not to borrow off of Mr. Smith's current watching habits, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot to be said for TV and movie connections. Yeah.
That's it. You go. Oh, well, actually, I suppose we should clarify that. Just go, Phil. Miami Vice was a TV show in the 80s. I haven't done it in a while. I just
you haven't done that for a few weeks. No, no, indeed. Well, of course, I mentioned Dukes of Hazzard earlier, so you need to perhaps pick up on that as well. But
yes, I would. Surely you've seen Dukes of Hazzard. Phil, please confirm once you listen to this whether you've seen Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes, if you haven't seen the Dukes of Hazzard, well,
have a word.
I'm not quite sure what to say, really.
Yeah, I'm not even sure to suggest where to go to view it because I don't think it's viewable. I don't.
Well, you must be able to find some bits of it at least on YouTube.
What streaming service? Right, Dukes. I'm going to find out. Dukes.
Where can he get it? It must be somewhere, surely. It was very popular.
Was being the operative word.
I mean, it was drivel, but it was very popular.
Oh, it's awful, wasn't it? When you think about it,
yeah,
it was really bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh my god! Amazon came up as the top hit, and I went, "Oh no, you can buy it." I'm not paying for that.
Oh yeah, no, you can buy a box set. Yeah.
You can go. Oh, you can buy it on Prime and watch it and keep it as a digital thing. No, you're right, Tal.
Yeah, you could binge watch the whole thing. I'm not sure what that would do to you psychologically, but
a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah, that would. Yeah, don't do that.
Did you ever watch the movie?
I've seen the movie. Yeah, the modern one.
Right, I've said modern. Well, you said modern.
did.
When was that? Right. Oh my goodness me.
Oh no.
Are you ready?
No.
The Dukes of Hazzard, modern movie.
Yeah.
Was 18 years ago.
Oh no.
How did that happen?
Oh no, that's really worrying.
Oh wow.
That film is 18 years old.
Yep, it was released in the UK on the 24th of August 2005.
Oh my word.
Oh god, and it was shit.
Oh yeah, it's absolute rubbish.
Yeah, I mean it makes the original TV show look perfection itself.
I'd rather watch the original TV show than that movie. It was rubbish. But the fact that it's 18 years old is disturbing.
I mean, I went through a spate of watching it in my teens ago, but it was on. We had some form of Sky or cable. I can't remember what the bloody hell. But it was on there, and I used to watch that. I used to watch the original Mission Impossible stuff.
Oh yeah,
like a bit of that.
Yeah.
Oh dear, this is What a. Oh, I wish I had bloody looked.
Yeah, I didn't need to know that.
18 years getting to see. Right.
Yeah,
I've had enough of that.
That's not possible.
No, right. That's enough. Right. Back to the two-car garage. We're having a Testarossa and a Jaguar XJS. And that's us. We never even had the Dukes of Hazzard conversation.
No, that didn't happen. No, we're driving off into the sunset there in a nice Ferrari Jag, and we're very happy with our choices.
Yes, that's it. Yes, picture that. It's almost vanishing point. Wrong cars, but it's fine.
There was a bulldozer at the end of that. I don't want to.
Oh bloody hell, there wasn't there?
I don't want to do that. It went all Italian job at the end. You don't want to. No.
Oh god. Quick, bring it back. I tell you what, Phil. Vanishing Point was a film from 1971.
featured a Dodge Challenger. RT.
Oh dear.
You can't resist it now, can you?
No, I can't. Right, let's stop now. I'm pressing the stop button. An excellent episode. Ignore the Dukes of Hazzard.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.